Have Mike and Miriam Risko from Mike Risko's music. And guys, I mean, I think first of all, I mean, you're known by many in the industry as master marketers. So you're going through a tough. I mean, we're all going through a tough time here. You're in New York. Your store has been closed quite a long time now. So right, Mike, you got on the mug here today. So
Well, let me say this, yes, the businesses are closed, but at this time we have to be savvy to try to still do some kind of work.
right. So how are you doing it? I mean, how are you marketing? I mean, how are you getting the word out there to get people to buy? I mean, and what approach are you taking? Are you still selling curbside, or are you doing online orders? And how are you handling the lessons and all that? I assume that's all virtual, but how are you
Well,
doing
first,
it?
I want to tell you, we actually decided to lock our doors on March 16th. So we locked them up a little bit earlier. We just felt like it was
The safe thing to
the
do.
safe thing to do, and we wanted to help promote social distancing. So it was like a week earlier, I think, than we were required to do it. So
Yeah.
you want to talk about his question? You want to
Sure. Yeah. So as far as the lessons go, what happened for us, as you may or may not know, is several years ago we started doing live video lessons because one of our teachers who worked here for several years moved to California, and when he left, he said, "This has been great. I wish I could keep working for you guys." And that's when we had the idea to implement a virtual live video learning platform. So we're pretty familiar with it, and we had outfitted several rooms in our music school to accommodate that. And we got good at it with different camera angles and the sound and how to put everything together. So as soon as this happened, we actually have a lot of our staff working from home. So we have all the lessons online, and we manage all the accounts.
So we immediately transitioned that day. We just decided that we would take all lessons out of the in-store and put it online. So that's and that just was an immediate thing. We didn't take a break. We just made it happen. It required a lot of phone calls and connecting with people and explaining it to them, but it was really a successful transition.
Yeah. I imagine it's got to be a lot of work to do all that too. I mean, it's got to be.
It is a lot of work, and a lot of these companies that do this, you can't really talk to anybody, and if you try to get into a chat, you're waiting for 5 hours for somebody to respond. So, with some of with the situation going on, it requires a lot of research and spending time to try to figure things out yourself, and that can present a challenge as well. And then as far as retail, of course, we're selling, online. We're launching actually this week. We have a new e-commerce site, which is riscomusic.com, which is ready to go. So that couldn't have come at a more perfect time. We've been working on that for a long time. But of course, we sell through the other channels like Reverb and, other online sales.
But we had a really successful weekend, actually. So we just posted a bunch of pictures of ukuleles for Easter, and we ended up selling just locally, like a whole lot of them, and we delivered them to people's homes and dropped them off there.
With a mask and gloves.
Like the
Wow.
Easter.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
we
doing
also-
it yourself.
We also have we have Mike Risko hand sanitizer pens that we bought a long time ago. So we're giving those out as well.
Wow, that's really cool. That's some cool marketing right there. So yeah, and what else? I know you guys are awesome on social media. Has that been a big focus as well right now to get the word out for you?
Yeah, so we've been doing a lot of free classes, first of all, just to kind of we just know that a lot of people are home and looking for things to do. So we did a few free guitar lessons, free piano lessons. We also did some virtual shopping. Mike did a video on buying your first guitar and what guitars we had in stock and what you would get. How to restring a guitar, I think
We
you
did
did
how
that
to
one.
restring a
Yeah.
guitar. Yeah, we're gonna do some other things today, like how to tune your guitar. Some basic things that people need to know about at home. I mean, I'm finding this really interesting because we have tragedy, and we're trying to not just keep our business alive, but keep the community engaged and really
And keep our mission going, which
set out
is
to our mission, yeah, which
be
is
part of the community and give back.
and
So
to make more music makers, and to help people through all of this. So, so yeah, the social media marketing has been great, and we're okay giving, sharing information that people don't have to pay for, so we can keep them up and running.
It's tough though with the, I mean, you guys are really well known in your neighborhood and beyond the whole industry for all the events you put on. I mean, that you're doing for the kids especially, and I'm sure you guys go out and play. Mike, you play a lot, and Miriam, you sing. So is it kind of tough for you guys that you're not able to do those sorts of things right now?
a little bit, but we've been trying to, we just kind of got back to basics and played some real acoustic-y stuff in our empty hallways and posted the videos for people to see. And then we were actually supposed to play a fundraiser for Temple Israel of Northern Westchester, which of course got canceled. Yeah. And they asked us to do an online Zoom fundraiser. So we did that, which was really nice because it gave us a chance to connect with people and to still fulfill the needs that they had and do what we were supposed to do. So, and it helped us to realize that we can keep doing what we're doing. I mean, I think that you're right in that a lot of what we do is we like to bring people together and have fun, but I still think we can find ways to do that. We just have to be a little bit creative right now. So
it's interesting doing those live Zoom concerts because it's like, we're used to playing in front of people and getting the feedback and reaction from live people, but you do it here and there's 100 people on the screen watching you muted, and then we're playing and then we play and it's silent and you just see like hands doing this kind of thing.
But what was really great was we like there was no line for the bathroom, like we're just here, like playing. And but at the end it was a little bit anticlimactic because we didn't get a chance to kind of like feel the energy of the crowd, but it was still really fun and we really enjoyed it.
I think as musicians, all of us, a lot of us are good at two different things, and we're good at self-isolating because anybody that practices on their instrument for hours and hours, you know how to do that. And so
well, you do.
It's
not my thing.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's just, for us musicians to be able to do that, that we are missing the other part of entertaining in front of people, but we have to embrace what we have to do and keep moving on with, with our mission and
just adapting
and keeping on track. I mean, obviously, the other thing, of course, this is doing for a lot of people is, self-isolating with your family. We're at home with our kids and spending more time having dinner like normal families.
Yeah, there's no, there's no doubt. I mean, I've been trying to think of the positives that are going on because look, we're going through a horrible tragedy, and whenever you look at the numbers on CNN, I can't.
It's really scary.
Look at it. Yeah, I can't look at it for more than like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and you're just as close to the city,
right,
as we are. We're in Ossining, and a lot of our customers are doctors and people in healthcare, and so we hear these stories all day, and it's really scary. So, I think if we can bring some music to people to lift their spirits up a little bit and just get out of the reality of what's really going on for a few minutes, I think it can be helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you would tell me, of course, much better, but I would think there's a little bit of that for your customers as well, right? They want to get their minds off things, so they might be interested in wanting to buy some instruments right now. Would that be the case?
Yeah, we found that there's a lot of people who want to start studying. We've gotten a lot of inquiries about learning, like people who just like my kids sitting around, they just this is a great time for them to play the guitar or the ukulele, I would say. Yeah. Piano, all those kinds of things. So we sold a lot of keyboards in addition to the ukuleles and guitars. And just a lot of inquiries about like singing and things like that. I think just people just want to, like you were saying, like have a distraction, make some music because it takes you away from the reality of what's going on.
Well, it's, look, it's still a great thing to do. And I think we all have to stay with our routine, just like I see you got that bike behind you, you got to keep exercising and keeping your head together and still getting up early and doing all the things you're supposed to be doing. And music for a lot of people fits into their life in that way. You have to keep your regular routine going.
Well, if you can't sell any instruments at this time, you always can offer a free roll of toilet paper with it.
Yeah, right.
That
Yes.
might work.
Yeah, but
That'll be one way to do it, right?
we
Yeah, I
tried to
mean,
do the hand sanitizer.
I think
oh yeah, the hand sanitizer you mentioned that, yeah.
I think for a lot of your viewers, though, if you have any questions about, you know, businesses surviving, that's what we all have to do also, so we can keep our doors open, although they're locked, but to keep moving.
Right, right. And lastly, just looking beyond into the future, I mean, obviously, this isn't easy. Nobody wanted this, of course. But are you pretty confident, we, at some point, I'm assuming, there's going to be a lot of casualties, of course, but, we're going to get past it at some point. So are you pretty confident about the future of the music industry once this, dissipates?
We are. I think that people are really looking forward to when we are able to open the doors again. We've gotten a lot of good feedback about that. I think we just have to keep moving ahead with what we plan to do, and whether or not we do it in person or online, just keep moving forward. We do a lot of musical theater here, and I'm still doing the show that I plan to do. I meet with 23 kids twice a week and we rehearse our musical. And we're hoping that we'll be able to do the show in person. And we're working toward that goal, but we all know that we kind of have to do it in this manner right now and hope for the best. So I think, and I think everybody's on the same page. People really want to see businesses surviving, and they want to make sure that we're all here when this is all over. So I feel like we've gotten a tremendous amount of support from our customers and just from the community.
Oh, great, great. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you taking the time. And I'll miss you. We won't see each other at Summer NAMM this year. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, that's sad. But
We'll have a virtual Summer NAMM.
Yeah,
yeah,
something like that.
we should try to do that. Maybe we should get like a big group of people from NAMM to just join in on some Zoom chat or something else, and just like I don't know.
That would be so much fun. We would love that.
Yeah. We should like have drinks, like, just I'll put it next to my desk, and yeah.
Let's do it.
Great
I
idea.
know, we should, I gotta tell NAMM about that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that would be great. A really good idea. But yeah, I mean, again, thanks so much. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks for having
Sure.
us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.